Around the 1930s, two major advances happened in the world of film. One of those being the ability to capture moments in color. This Technicolor process brought vibrant life to the screen. Although still in 2D and grainy, adding color added another element that made everything a little more real. From the 1930s through the 1960s, as film equipment got smaller and more affordable, families began recording their own lives. 8mm and 16mm cameras became household tools, and at this point you had to load the film and shoot very carefully. Unlike today, you couldn't just delete what you don't like on the memory card. What you shot is what you got. And then you had to send it off to be developed. And back then, the only way to view your home movies, when you received it back from being developed, was to watch it on a small but hefty and pretty complicated home projector.
A lot of the time when we're digitizing people's home movies, these are things that they maybe only saw once, and they remember seeing when they were a kid when one of their parents or grandparents brought out the projector, and this is probably going to be the second time that they ever see this in their lives. That's when they get these digitized files back. Yeah.
Okay, I have to show you something. Let's go over here. So this was a gift I received a few months ago. It was found in an attic. Definitely not the best place to keep something like this in a humid and hot climate. Projectors like these were really the only way you could view your film, your home movies, after you shot them and had them processed. They would mail you back your film. You would run your film around these reels. You would make sure your bulb is ready to go and turn it on. Oh, there's nothing like an old analog switch. Nothing switches like that anymore. So home movies and footage shot on film like this is 8mm, these are probably the most important to the Texas Archive of the Moving Image, as there are hundreds of thousands of home movies shot on this format that have not been digitized and are at risk of being lost forever.
These are really old films from the 1930s. Films that are kept in metal canisters like this, they don't have any room to breathe. So the Vinegar Syndrome is literally chemicals off-gassing in the film, and because that air is trapped and those gases are trapped, it deteriorates the film. It starts to look like this, like a hockey puck. You can see it's all fused together, it's completely warped. And again, these are training films, so I'm not doing anything that I wouldn't do in a classroom environment to teach, but you can literally just rip the films because they're so brittle and they're so warped. And in severe cases, if I were to touch this film, it would literally just fall apart in my hand. Or we've crumbled it enough, but you can see it literally just cracks.